All right, back with another rant. You know, I don't even know what the point is of these YouTube videos, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm just doing this for the shits and giggles. Whatever I want to talk about, I will put on the camera and I will start talking, and I don't give a fuck. So, what I want to talk about today are men that need to speak to their wives before making a decision in terms of sales context, okay? So, I've been in high ticket sales ever since April 2024, so last year. A little bit on and off. I've been on good offers, I've been on shit offers. I've had ups and downs, and you know, it's been a journey to say the least. And whenever I speak to a man, a full-grown man that tells me, "Well, I can't make a decision right now. Like, this is my responsibility. This is what I got to do, and this is something I'm going to do on my own. However, I need to speak to my wife. I need to run it by the wife, the boss." The the urge to curse them out in that moment, not handle the objection, like genuinely just curse them out and call them a fucking bitch, is quite surreal. Like, I just want to insult them for being faggots, which they are. I really can't fathom how you, as a man, you have a goal that you know you want to achieve for yourself and your family. You know it's going to be your responsibility to achieve it. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to show up every day and do what you got to do. And then you put the responsibility on your wife. You're like, "Well, I got to speak to my wife so she can say yes or no." How are you even a man if you put that responsibility on your woman? Your woman wants a leader. You think your woman wants you to go to her and ask her what you should do? That's fucking retarded. Like, that's not what she wants. That's not what any feminine and sensible woman wants. They want their man to make a decision, to be decisive, right? So if your woman gets pissed at you for making decisions on your own, then there's a weird dynamic in your relationship. Something's off. Like, you have this 50-50 bullshit going on, and you are not in charge. You are not the man of the house. You are equal. You are partners. And that's pathetic. Because men and women aren't equal, right? Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you're equal. You're equal in value, but you're not equal in capability. You should be better than your woman in terms of capability, in terms of competence, so you can lead her and you can make the decisions. So whenever I stumbled upon like these kinds of men and they tell me that shit, I cringe a little bit because it's a little bit weird. It's weak as hell. You should be able to grab yourself by the balls and do what you gotta do and take some fucking responsibility. Of course, it's not easy to make a decision, but if you outsource your decision making, you're never gonna get anywhere in life. You're always gonna be a follower. If you can't even lead yourself into the path that you know you need to lead yourself into, how are you ever going to get anywhere? You're always going to outsource your thinking, you're always going to outsource your decision making, and it is pathetic to go to your woman who expects you to be a masculine leader and ask her for leadership. You're telling her, "If you say yes, I will do this. If you say no, I won't do this." That is pathetic. I once had a guy who I had on a call. Well, I've had multiple guys that have done this, but this one is a little bit more notable. And I had this conversation maybe about a month ago. This guy really wanted to do it. But then in the background, you had his bitch wife who told him and yelled at him while I was on the phone with him. So she ruined the entire meeting, telling him, "I'm going to leave you if you do this." And he, as cucked as he is, as castrated as he is, he just laughed it off like, I can't do it right now. Like, yeah, I got to speak to the wife. She was literally in the background disrespecting him, calling him names, being an awful supporter. Like, maybe they've gone through something in the past, of course. Maybe he has been scammed or whatever. But if that's the decision he knows he needs to make and you can't even support that, it's a little bit weird. So for him, he was a little bit more notable than the ones that I've had in the past, or compared to him. He was completely cucked. Like, he was taking the disrespect and he was just laughing it off and brushing it off like it was nothing. And that's how far gone some men are. Like they're completely out of it. They've completely lost it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I just don't get it. And if you recognize yourself in that, you're a man, you're watching this, and you outsource your decision making process and the way you think and the guidance and the leadership and all that, you need to reevaluate what the hell you're doing. Because your woman is never gonna respect you if you continue thinking in those patterns. If you continue outsourcing it to her, it's not her responsibility. It's your responsibility to make the decisions, to be the leader. And then when you put that burden on her, now she has to get into her masculine and start deciding what is best for the family, what is best for you, what is best for her, and she has to make that decision. Women don't do well with stress. They don't do well when it comes to leadership and actually guiding the way and paving the way. That's your job. You should be doing that. So don't ask your wife. There's a saying called, I think it's called, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission, right? And a lot of these men too, I ask them like, what are you gonna do if she says no? And they're like, I'm gonna do it anyways. Well, so why not do it? What's the point of going to your wife, asking her for permission? She says no, and then you do it anyways. What do you think she's gonna respect more? You asking her and then going against her word, or you just doing it? What do you think she's going to respect more? She's obviously going to respect you more if you do it from the get go. She might be pissed, but she's gonna be way more pissed if you ask her and then go against it. Be a fucking man, grow a spine, grow some balls, and just do it. Okay? Tell her, I decide, I make the decisions, I'm gonna be the leader, and that's it. And if she has a problem with that, it means that you haven't shown her those sides before. Those sides of leadership, decisiveness, and just competence, confidence, all these things. You haven't shown her that before, so now when you try to take charge and be the man of the house, it's very inconsistent. And she doesn't trust you. She doesn't believe in you. She's like, wait, all of a sudden he wants to be the man and make decisions? What the hell's going on? So you've probably fucked up as a man if you have your woman talk back against you when you try to make decisions. Or if you have to go to her and ask for permission or whatever. You have fucked up as a man and you've lost it somewhere along the way, right? And don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. That's never gonna get you anywhere when it comes to getting respect from women and actually having a healthy and happy relationship. Because I don't believe in the 50-50 bullshit. It's never gonna last. It's bullshit. You don't want to be equal to your woman because then, you know, she has more leverage than you. And a woman that has more leverage than you is probably gonna find it in her heart to leave you at some point. Because she has a higher sexual market value than you do. You're just some guy, you're just some average guy with a normal job, splitting the bills with your girl. She doesn't have to be super hot, but she's still gonna have a higher sex appeal than you because she's a woman. So yeah, never the path. Get your money up, get your balls up, and grow a fucking spine. And yeah, don't be like this man. Cheers.